Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Daryl Ecklund, managing editor over at Motocross Action magazine. In front of us, you might be a little confused. It looks like a part off-road bike, part motocross bike, and that's pretty much exactly what it is. This is the 2019 Husqvarna TE300i, but we put our twist on it to make a motocross bike. We put the smaller tank on it, 19-inch rear wheel. We actually put a Rekluse auto clutch on it. A lot of other little tweaks we made to this bike to make it motocross capable, like the suspension. We got cone valve forks, as well as a track shock on it. We have Daryl Ecklund, he's gonna be our test rider out there. After that, I'm gonna get on there and get back to you about feedback of the Husqvarna TE300i. So we just got done with a day of riding with the TE300i. Jerry Robin, he was out first on it. He's racing the West Coast Supercross Series this year. And watching him out of like flat corners, he was kind of like hiccuping through it. Like the back end would come out and then it would step out, then come back on him. I was kind of talking about it. He's like, it's just kind of hard on this bike. Afterward, I got on it and I was having the same trouble. So the two things that are different that are on the engine that are not stock is the Pro Circuit pipe and silencer, and then the auto clutch. They also have two maps. So I was having a lot of trouble when I first got out there, especially with the auto clutch, the way it was adjusted. It felt like it was just totally slipping out of the gate, and then I would have like feathered the clutch to get it going again. I really didn't have a good feeling with it. I brought it in, and a Rekluse slave cylinder, you can adjust it, and I put a more tension onto the rod on there, and it definitely firmed up the clutch, made the slipping go away. It made me feel more comfortable, but I still had that hiccuping sensation where I couldn't like roll it on and get the back end to break loose. It kept on like coming back at me. Tried the other map, and it actually cleaned up the bottom to mid a lot, and it really made me more confident and fixed the issues I was experiencing. I know I rode this bike in Austria and a couple other places up in Erzberg, and it's a really short power band, and you really have to short shift it. What the Pro Circuit pipe does, it really extends that power band where you can weight the shift an extra, 15, 20 feet to really extend that coming into the corners or down the straightaways. Make it feel like more of a motocross bike rather than a totally off-road bike. Other than that, this cone valve suspension, I mean, it's head over heels better than the stock stuff, the stock Explorer stuff that comes on this, and much better than even the new Exact forks and shock. Follows the bumps a lot better. It's a little slow moving. It's pretty soft. It's set up for like a vet novice, vet intermediate, but even for me around the track, I'm a big boy, and landing over the big jumps and stuff, it'll soak up that energy you're putting down there. The front end of this bike feels a lot heavier than like a regular two-stroke. I think there's a lot of like the tachometers up there and stuff like that. So I didn't like that the front end was a little heavy. I guess all in all, would I want to make this into a motocross bike specifically? No. Is this a good version between off-road and moto? Yeah. This would be a bike I would want to build if I did both disciplines, but I focused on one. It's not a good bike. It's kind of a hybrid bike. It's a cool product that you can go take in the hills, high elevation, go ride in the moto track, and you can have some fun. And the first day of testing, I think we got all the bugs figured out where it's a rideable bike. Now we're just gonna really fine tune it. So this is really the first day of testing. We're gonna race it, put a lot of time and effort into this bike. This is just the first impression. All these videos are just the first impressions. The magazine is really, you get all the juicy stuff, all the tech tips, all the stuff that you can figure out to do this bike. So check it out. And as always, go to motocrossactionmag.com for all the updates on Supercross news, the results, bike tests, product tests, and don't forget to check out our Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook page. We have all the platforms covered. We have tons of two-stroke videos available. This is your chance to check them out. Click on the video thumbnails now, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.